to episode 72 of Bitches of Horror.
And we have another Versus episode for you.
Yes, because apparently our first original Versus remake episode was very well appreciated and people wanted to know more. So that's why we're doing another one.
Yes, and we're going to do... the first one we're going to do is The Thing.
Yes, The Thing from 1951, and then we'll talk about John Carpenter's The Thing.
So we'll start with the original, which is actually called The Thing from Another World.
Yes.
And it's by Christian Nyby and Howard Hawks. I can't read. And it's from the United States. Yeah. It's basically about the same thing. They're both based off the book. And about Arctic explorers who
find something weird. And
weird things start to happen.
Weird things start to happen. Yeah, exactly. I think most of us are familiar with the story. Yeah. So let's get into what we actually thought about the original.
Yeah, so I haven't seen a lot of films from the 50s. I've seen a few, and like I've said a billion times, I have a hard time with older films. While I do think there are some that are very good, I have a hard time with the way things are shot and the way things are acted. Especially in the 50s. Like, the acting back then is very different.
Yeah, it was a certain type of acting, definitely.
Yeah. It is charming in a way, like, I get it. I did think it was quite charming in this as well. But I like, the acting is solid. It's just that it's just too much dialogue.
And the pacing is really, really, really slow.
Yeah.
Even for like a film.
50s, yeah.
Yeah. And especially in a film like this. And the thing where, you know it's going to be horror and something will hunt you, chase you. Then you want to feel that intensity that the characters are feeling and that something is haunting us. But
yeah, you kind of don't get that in this.
No, not at all. Not until like the end, maybe.
Yeah. I kind of felt like, I'm not sure if that's a 50s thing though, because I know like cameras were way different back then, but I always felt like it was always shot from the same angle. Like every scene was one shot.
Yeah. That maybe made it feel more boring than it should have been. Yeah. Probably.
Maybe, yeah, because it's just like dead, straight. Like nothing moved, nothing changed. It was just like this shot for about 10 minutes and then move on. And it was just like talk, nothing happened. And then talk, nothing happened. And then I felt like if everyone's familiar with like the dog scene, that in the original, like I didn't get it. I was like, oh, did something happen? What happened? Like it was kind of like not
a lot of things
there.
Were like that. It was like, did something actually happen?
They didn't show anything.
And I think like there was just too many people like talking and just like throughout the entire film. I'm like, there's too many people.
Yeah, who's
like,
who and what's doing what.
I don't even care about all of, like, how am I supposed to care? How am I supposed to get to know these people? Too much.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Yeah. I did think like towards the end the climax and what they did with
it was one of the better moments.
Yeah, with like their attack.
I was like, yes, finally.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I wondered how they did it. Like, there was a lot of...
Yeah, me too.
Like dangerous things going on. Especially for a time that didn't have, like, CG or, you know...
Yeah.
It really felt real.
When everyone actually did everything themselves. So, yeah, but...
Yeah, I think just not enough action in it. Not enough variety.
It's slow, boring. So I will give this a 4 out of 10.
I might have to say a 3. Yeah, 3, 4. Yeah, 3, 4 out of 10. I don't know. It's like I felt like in the beginning it was charming, and then it just kind of like fell flat.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think 4 out of 10. 'Cause it wasn't like horrible. It just wasn't interesting.
Yeah. So let's move on to what actually is interesting.
Yes, The
Thing.
From John Carpenter, 1982, also United States.
Yeah, and we know what it's about.
Yeah.
So. But this one. This has intensity.
Yeah.
This has all the stuff that the previous one didn't.
Yeah. Oh, before I gotta say the music in the original is good. Very good orchestral pieces. Very different from
what you usually see. Yeah.
But this one is also, I mean, it's well known for its music. It's fantastic music in this.
And it's fantastic effects.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like so many of those things, like for in that kind of time period, it was like, how? It was amazing.
Yeah, it's the acting as well. You know, Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
Just amazing, and it's just.
And like
so impactful. Like,
yeah, and
even watching it today, it's like nothing. There's nothing you would change.
No, and like watching it when they're freezing, it's cold. I'm like cold, and I feel like everything they are going through, and the blood testing scene.
Yeah,
is one of the best scenes ever.
I like the dog scenes as well.
Yeah,
like,
but it's just the tension in that
you're like,
scene. You're like, oh my god,
who is it? Who is it? Is someone?
It's so good, and the tension is like kept throughout the film.
Yeah,
it's
very suspenseful.
It is, because you never know who is who, or you're like, oh, is he or is what's going to happen? Yeah, and
they're very like, even though like they're like based off the same thing and like the environment is the same, they're very different.
They are.
But this is definitely a film that has aged well, and I do think it's one of his best.
It is.
If not the best. Like, I can
not
rewatch this
best,
film.
But
I think,
one of the best.
I think it might be one of my best from him.
We have the best later.
No.
Yeah.
This is a lot. I think it's better, to be honest. But this is... Yeah, The Thing is amazing. And I'm sure all of you have seen it. But if you haven't, just watch it now. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
If you have anything bad to say about it, then, just fight me. Just don't. Don't. It's so good.
What do you give this?
I have a hard time giving things 10 out of 10.
I thought you would actually give this one 10 out of 10, just because
it is very yeah. Like when I hear myself talking about it, it's 10 out of 10. But like I can't give anything 10 out of 10. I don't think.
You have to give something. live a little.
Like I don't know. Like I say
something has to be a 10 out of 10.
It never feels like anything is actually perfect.
But that's the thing. Nothing can be perfect. But in your world, you have something has to be worth 10 out of 10.
Okay, I'll give The Thing 10 out of 10, just because I need something to have 10 out of 10.
Finally, I will give this a 9 out of 10.
It's I really like. I'll never say no to rewatching The Thing, and
there you go.
Good.
Nice.
Yeah, but I would never say no to rewatching a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, you can rewatch this a lot of times.
Yeah. I've rewatched Dude, Where's My Car about 3 billion times. More than any other film I've watched, I think. And I wouldn't give that a 10 out of 10. No, that's a nostalgic 10 out of 10. But as a film, it's not a 10 out of 10 film.
Okay. Then maybe you could tell us in the comments what makes you give a film 10 out of 10.
Or what films are your 10 out of 10s.
Yeah, and why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please do. Those were our The Thing. I mean, you can hear that we both prefer the remake. One of the really good remakes. I do think, like, if you, like, take the films that are made before 70s and they have remakes, like, 80s, 90s, they're usually better in the 80s and 90s. I think.
Some of them, not all of them.
Not, like what?
Psycho. Like, Psycho, come on. Yeah. Like, there's no competition.
Yeah.
No.
I think I like the original Shining better, too.
Yeah,
to be honest.
Me too.
But, okay. I was thinking, like, The Fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But
that's Cronenberg. Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Well, John Carpenter. They're, like, same level.
Yeah.
So our next
is also featuring a John Carpenter film.
But this time he's not the remake.
No. He made the original Halloween.
Yes.
So we're taking a look at Carpenter's Halloween and Rob Zombie's Halloween.
It's a lot of controversy going on.
It is.
There. It's a very big war. Like on the remake, everyone's like either they hate it or they love it. There's no in between. Like I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it's like with The Thing, I could understand why you would remake. That film, but with Halloween, to me that's a perfect film, and I was like, but why do we really need a Halloween remake? Like, why? What? But it's not a bad film.
I didn't really feel like it was a remake. I felt it was more a retelling of the story.
It was definitely his own take. It wasn't like shot by shot, like copying. Definitely not. But it's still, I don't know. Okay, let's talk about the original first. Yes. Okay.
It's from 1978 by John Carpenter.
Yeah, from the United States. Yes. And it's about Jamie Lee Curtis plays a woman named Laurie Strode, and she's babysitting on Halloween night, and then the boogeyman, Michael Myers, appears.
Yeah, he's Michael Myers, a known psychotic. Killed his parents
when he was
his family. Yeah, and then he broke out from when he was getting transferred to a different mental
and now
facility.
He comes back to Haddonfield.
Yes, his hometown
on Halloween night.
And Dr. Loomis is looking for him.
Yeah. And this was the first horror film I ever saw when I was 6 years old.
Then see, that's the thing. Like,
it made such a huge impact on me. I wasn't like scared or anything. I was just like fascinated.
Yeah, but if you're first, you can never compare anything to your first.
Popped my cherry.
Mine was The Exorcist. So like that's like a film for me. If people talk shit about The Exorcist, I'm like, oh
exactly.
No, you didn't.
So how do you feel when you're going to say shit about Halloween?
I haven't said shit about Halloween. I actually like this is one of the few 70s films that I really like.
Oh, that's nice.
Or few, but one of my small amount.
So what did
I think it really holds up well today. I rewatched it like yesterday, so it's like fresh. But
I watch this every year. Once on Halloween, of course. So
it's really good suspense in this, and like how it builds up.
Really, and the music is what makes the film. Like without the music, the film wouldn't have been as good.
I don't think that John Carpenter can make a film without good music. Like music is very important to him because he's also a musician.
Yeah, he's a magician.
It is a magician. He's a horror magician.
Yes,
but he's also a musician.
Yeah.
So I think that like having good music to him, like he wouldn't make a film without good music.
But in this one, especially.
It's good. The theme is really good. Yeah.
Like I can just listen to the music on repeat and be like, oof, it's nice, creepy.
Yeah, and it's really good acting, like even from the kids and like Jamie everyone. Yeah, she's amazing. Perfect.
Like this was her part. Like
I find it like funny though because I look at her and I'm like, you don't really look like a teen, and I never think she has. She's always had like this mature look. Like I love her to death. Like her personality, her acting. Like she's an amazing woman. I was like, you still look the same. How do you look the same? It's just you cut your hair, basically.
Yeah, but she still has the kind of innocent thing about her in this one.
Yeah.
She's holding the book.
Yeah.
Just,
she's kind of turned into more of a badass over the years. But, she had to go through Michael, and they kind of,
put that fucks you
tough
up.
Skin on you.
But
it was funny, like, rewatching it, because I was texting Sarah at the same time, and I was like, why is Michael driving a car? How did he get a car license?
And I was like, well, Dr. Loomis explained it.
Yeah. And then we were talking today. I was like, well, maybe they fucked up? And they were like, oh, shit. He's been in a mental institution for, like, all his life. How did he learn how to drive? And they're like, we can't refilm it all. What are we going to do? And they're like, oh, we'll tell, Dr. Loomis. He'll be like, oh, somebody taught him in the mental hospital. Yeah. Like, it felt like that kind of felt like forced.
But
it's
I was
a fun thing.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah.
Sure.
You're like, yeah, of course someone did. No second thought.
Yeah, no problem.
That like made me, and then like him walking around just like looking at people.
But it's Halloween.
I know, but you don't walk around, you
don't?
I guess. Not in the day, like, just psychos.
I don't know how Halloween is in the United States. I've never been on Halloween there. So in Sweden, it would be weird.
I mean, that would be weird, but I was only there till I was like 12. So
would it be weird in the United States?
If you're just standing there looking at someone, it's always weird. You can walk around and be like, oh, that's like, okay, that's fun. It's Halloween. But when someone's like hiding behind a bush, peeking out and like, ooh, there she is, that's a bit weird.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, but mostly the car that made me laugh. Oh. It's like, how do you want to drive?
And it's like, even though the story is quite simple, but
it's effective.
It works so because it's simple. Yeah. It isn't like really complicated, trying to be more smarter than it is. And I love the kills. I love the suspension. Oh, I love everything, and the Halloween and the pumpkin carving. No, I'm getting way ahead of myself. But yeah, it's
a good film.
It's a really good film.
Yeah,
yeah.
For me, it's I'm between an 8 and a 9.
But 8.5.
I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm going to say a 9, mostly because it's one of the few films that actually hold up today. Maybe 8. Nice. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's a really tough thing, because I still feel it's like a bit old, but it still holds up. But we'll say, 9 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah. I have so many 10 out of 10, so.
No,
everything's
I
10
don't.
out of 10.
I have to check my letterbox and see how many 10 out of 10s I have. So,
yeah. Moving on to the remake by Rob Zombie.
Yes. So this is where the controversy
begins.
Yes.
Like, I don't even know really how this film got made. Like, did they get they must have gotten permission. I'm not sure if John Carpenter holds the right, though, or if it's some studio.
I don't know.
But... because what I recall, I don't think that John Carpenter likes it.
Okay,
I can't remember if I've read something about it.
It wouldn't surprise me if he didn't.
No, he doesn't feel like, he kind of feels like me, just hates everything.
Yeah.
Says it's his own work, like me.
But yeah, this is,
a little bit
Rob
different.
Zombie's own take on it, and what is different is that he focuses a lot on Michael's childhood, like really showing how like for almost an hour or 15 minutes or something like that, and I do like it. I really like it, and I like the kid who plays Michael as a kid.
Have you seen him now?
No.
I like searched him up, or I searched for like something on Halloween, and he came up, and he's like a rapper now.
He's a rapper.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he looks like exactly the same, and it's like,
wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
He's very different.
Yeah.
But yeah, like.
But
I see. I'm one of the people who actually likes this film.
I do like it as well, but I can see why people would have a problem liking this film. Like,
see, I can't though. I kind of feel like it's like, Halloween fanboys who like these not just fanboys, but like people who just hate remakes to hate remakes.
But I don't think that's like, for me. I can see the pacing could be an issue.
But the pacing is really good.
But I think like we have 1 hour of him when he was a child, and then we have like an hour or 45 minutes left to tell the story about how Michael goes and.
But that's not what it focuses on. Like that's.
Yeah, but I can see why people would say that was rushed. Like everything was.
But see, if he did that, if he did that, like if he did it the other way around, it would have been exactly like the original.
I know. It's just that's the thing. How do you do something different by making it this way? But then it kind of feels a bit rushed. But if you would have done it differently, then it would have been like the original, and that's the trouble with remakes.
I never felt it was rushed, but maybe that's just me.
I kind of like felt it was a bit rushed because I was like, this kill already happened here, and but I still liked it, but I don't know, I wanted the second part to be a little longer. I felt.
Maybe if it like kind of went into the second film. I haven't seen the second one yet because I've only heard shit about it. But if it kind of like, pulled out and had more about the second part in the second film, it would have been better. I don't know, but I liked it. I love how brutal it is.
Yeah, that is like the best thing.
Yeah.
Not to say that the original didn't have its moments, but this one, like,
it's Tyler Mane, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I also like him as Michael.
Yeah.
Like, it's a different Michael, and that's what I also like, because it kind of like changes it. Because Michael in the original Halloween, he isn't like a big buff guy. He's like a small, not scrawny. He's just a normal built guy, a bit taller.
Yeah, but Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler Mane is a beast. He's a beast.
Yeah. And
I like that though, because it makes the more brutality even more, and I really like seeing him in,
and it makes the brutality a bit believable.
Yeah, and I like seeing him in the cell when he's in the mental hospital.
Yeah, me too.
And he's different. Like I like that. I don't know, because most people are like, oh yeah, well, you can't like humanize him, but I don't really think that that's what they're doing either. They're just telling like what happened before, and that's what it kind of reminds me of Headless in the way that they tell it.
Yeah.
And I like hearing there doesn't have to be a reason why someone is killing someone, but I do like a backstory of the killer, like the bad guy.
Like, I think in the original, it worked not having it.
Yeah.
In the remake, it's better to have it. I think.
Yeah. I do. I really enjoy backstory to characters, because it kind of gives you, more connection to the character. Even though I liked Michael before, I still like, I love seeing this other story about Michael.
And I do like the cast.
Yeah,
like Daniel
he
Harris
always has good.
And Ken Foree was in the Daniel Trejo. I like lots of familiar faces. And, cool. Yeah, it was really nice. It was Yeah,
I met Ken Foree. I was like, in the bar. I was
did.
Hi, can I take a picture with you? He's like, yeah, sure. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Yeah, I'm not a good person around.
Yeah, and I will actually
famous people
be at Heroes Dome in June, where Tyler Mane will be a guest as well as me. So I'm like, cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Tyler Mane. Was he at?
Huh?
Was he at Weekend of Horrors too?
I don't know.
Maybe was it What the Hell? I can't remember.
Maybe.
I think he was. With Firefly as well.
Oh yeah,
Leslie. Yeah. Anyways, a great cast. She's in Halloween, isn't she? She is.
She is?
Yeah, Easterbrook.
Oh.
She's like the mom.
What?
She's in it. I'm pretty sure she's in it.
She's in it?
Yeah. Maybe?
No.
I think so.
And Dee Wallace is in it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Is it Dee Wallace in it?
Yeah, she's the mom. Laurie's mom. Yeah. But I didn't. We have to check it out.
Check,
Or if you know, comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I did enjoy the remake. I did. The brutality.
Yeah.
Really
I like the remake, and I'll stay by it forever. I don't care if you're like, oh, you're not a true fan, fuck off. I love this film. I think they're different, but still, it's not Evil Dead different, because that's shit. But Halloween and Halloween, they're different, but they're both good. They both keep true to what Michael Myers is. That's the thing.
And like, it's definitely a Rob Zombie film.
Yeah.
So you can like, if you love his films, you probably love Halloween. I think.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, yeah, of course.
Because it's such a Rob Zombie film.
Rob Zombie for me is like,
he's
like, up here.
I like most
and then
of
his next film he's down here.
I like most of his films.
Yeah, I like most as well, but there's a few that I'm like, yeah. Anyways, I like this a lot, and I'm giving this a 9 out of 10 as well. I love them both just as much.
I will give this an 8 out of 10.
Yeah. I know I will be hated for this, but you know,
well,
I
liked it too.
You know, I hate everything you guys like, and I love everything you guys hate. Even though I know there's a lot of Halloween fans out there as well. Oh, so hipster. Yeah. I love this film before you saw it. I don't know how hipster was even work.
Well, we kind of agreed on like every film too.
Yeah.
Not like
last time. Our remakes ones. Okay, yeah. Evil Dead. But that's like the only one that we really, really disagree on.
Yeah, probably. But we will definitely do another.
Yes.
Original.
We'll keep doing these.
So please give us films, original and a remake that you want us to review.
Yes. Could even be like from different countries. You know, like The Ring and stuff like that. So just throw it on us. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe and like our Facebook page.
Yeah. And stay horrific.
Bye.
Bye-bye.